What's up, guys, and welcome back to our Canucks GM mode. So, last episode we made a minor trade acquiring Alex Schomborn for our fourth line. He's now an 83, and on our fourth line right wings position, our team looks pretty decent all around. Nobody is below an 83 unless you include Jacob McEachern, but Jacob McEachern had a pretty good regular season as an 81 overall with 20 points in his 66 games. But otherwise, our team looks pretty solid all around, except for our left wing is a bit weak because we don't have anything better than an 85. But otherwise, it's pretty solid, and defensively, our team's getting better as Nazarov's jumped to an 88 and Mikolowski's jumped to an 84. And Janison actually an 82 too. So our team looks pretty good, and Alexis Gravel has had a great regular season as their starting goaltender. As you can see, even without Demko on the team, we still play good. 39, 15, and 0. He went with it 2.37 goals against average, 7 shutouts, and 1 assist. So, anyways, let's get on to round number 1. We are up against the Flames, who we've faced many times before, except for the roster looks a bit different. They've got some younger prospects in, and players like Sam Bennett are scratched for some reason. So, we won the last game against the Flames to end off the regular season 4-3. Can we win game number 1 here in Vancouver? Let's see if we could get it done. First period, and we got the first goal of the series. Kevin Fiala beats John Giles, and it's 1-0. Shots are 13-8 in favor of the Flames. Second period, and it's a tie game now. Jordan Schmaltz ties it up, beating Alexis Gravel from a point shot. And we're getting heavily outshot, actually, 26-16. Going into the third. Come on, boys. We have home ice advantage for a reason. Also, in last episode, we won our third President's Trophy, I think it was, which is pretty crazy. And Bo Horvat, the captain, comes through here in the third, giving us the lead. Time winding down, last 5 minutes of the third period. Are we going to get an empty netter? Please, boys, get an insurance marker. And we are going to get that empty netter with 8 seconds left. Janus gets the goal, and your Vancouver Canucks have taken a 1-0 series lead. So Fiala from Patrick, Horvat from Bitton and Ulevi, Janus from Horvat and Scheifele. So Horvat with 2 points in game number 1. So our captain came through in the clutch. And Gravel actually did as well. 38 saves for the victory. Big reason why we won that game for sure. Okay, so let's head on over to game number 2. Not going to change anything because we played great defensively that game, and we also got the win. So, game number 2, can we take a 2-0 series lead on our rivals, the Calgary Flames? First period, and it's 2-0 Flames. So, Matthew Tkachuk, and I think his name was Toby Schoenfield, makes it 2-0 after 1. Shots are 11-9. Second period, and we get 3 unanswered goals. This is the true meaning of a championship or defending championship team. We're down 2-0 after 1, but Mikhail Albling puts the game within a 1-goal game early in, and then Mark Scheifele ties the game up, and then Albling comes through and gives us the lead. So we have a 3-2 lead going into the third with the shots tied. Let's see if we could lock it down here in the third. Albling, can you get your hat trick? He is definitely going to be our future captain, I'd say. And Jordan Schmaltz with his second of the playoffs ties the game at 3 here in the third. And there you go. Oli Ulevi comes through, and we have the lead back again. Last 5 minutes of the game again. Time winding down. Let's get an empty netter, boys. And we're not going to get an empty netter, but we hold on for a 4-3 victory. So we are up 2-0 in this series already. Going back to Calgary, so Albling from Ulevi and Scheifele from Fiala, Albling from Stetcher and Patrick, and Ulevi from Wyman and Zaka. It's not as good of a defensive game, but we still managed to get the victory, and that's mostly what matters. So Ulevi with 2 points gets first star, Albling gets second star with 2 goals, and Scheifele gets third star with 2 points. So I'm going to continue on with this simulation. If we lose 2 in a row, maybe I'll change up the lines, but right now our team is just playing great. So game number 3. Can we take a 3-0 stranglehold here in Calgary? That would be huge. Going back to game 4. So first period, and it's a 2-2 game. Nice job, boys. So we were down 2-0, Goldobin into Chuck, but then Enders gets his, I think it's one of his first playoff goals, pulling us within 1 late, and then McEachern getting his first playoff goal, tying the game at 2. Second period, and we have a 4-2 lead now, so 4 unanswered goals. Going into the third period, Nazarov makes it 3-2, and Benton makes it 4-2. Shots are 23-13 in favor of us. Let's just lock it down here in the third, get maybe another insurance marker, and we should have this game in the bag. Julian Gauthier pulls the Flames within 1, making it a 4-3 game. We're still heavily out shooting by like double in shots. Last 5 minutes of the third period. Can we lock it down? And yes, we are. Kevin Fiala gets an empty netter, and we're going to win 5-3 and have a chance to sweep our 4th straight series, considering last year we swept the second round, the third round, and the Stanley Cup Finals. So Enders from Liljegren and McEachern from Uolivi and Enders. So the youngsters coming through there. Nazarov from Wyman and Uolivi, Bitten from Wyman and Uolivi, and then Fiala from Horvat and Nazarov. So Wyman and Uolivi in that second period coming through in the huge with assists. 2 goals in 7 seconds. Really nice. So 3 stars in game number 3. Ruslan Nazarov gets first star with 2 points. Uolivi gets second star with 3 assists. And McEachern gets third star with 2 points. So we are 1 game away from headed back to round number 2. Just like that, our AHL team should be making the playoffs as well. So if somehow we lose the series, we'll keep tabs on that, but we will keep tabs on it anyways. Send out our scout. Let's just go to Switzerland. And they have a lot of defensemen, so we'll go there for 6 weeks. Maybe we could find a nice Roman Yossi or something. So, game number 4. Can we actually sweep another series and head to round number 2? So, first period, and wow, we have a 3-2 lead going into the second. Sean Monahan makes it 1-0 Flames, but Nolan Patrick ties the game up. Benton gives us a 2-1 lead, and then Enders gives us a 3-1 lead. But then Jakub Vrana, our former player, pulls Calgary within 1 going into the second period, and the offense continues for both teams. Svoboda ties the game up at 3, but Mark Scheifele 10 seconds later gives us back the lead. So we have a 1-goal lead headed into the third. Can we get an insurance marker here on the power play? No, we don't. Penalty kill, and we get a shorthanded goal maybe? I don't know. Albeline makes it 5-3. That's a huge goal. It might knock out the Flames. I think it's going to. Last 5 minutes of the game, and Scheifele gets another goal, and we're up 6-3. We are going to sweep another series and go on to round number 2 just like that. So we sweep the Flames in 4 games with a nice 6-3 victory in Calgary. So Nolan Patrick from Albeline and Samuelson, Bitten from Liljegren and Zaka, Enders from Mikulášky, that's his first playoff point. Scheifele from Fiala and Horvat, Albeline from Patrick and Mikulášky, Scheifele from Stetcher and Mikulášky. So Mikulášky, 3 assists already in a playoff game. He gets no stars though, which is interesting. Scheifele gets first star with 2 goals, Patrick gets second star with 2 points, and Albeline gets third star with 2 points. So a very successful first round of the playoffs. So we're going to just get to the round number 2 to see who we're up against first, and then we're also going to check our player stats for round number 1. So an easy first series, but hopefully we could get past round number 2 as well. If we have to face San Jose, that's going to be kind of crazy because that's the team we made that big trade with during the off season. And we are going to be up against the Anaheim Ducks. Interesting. We made a trade with them way back, but so they defeated whoever they played. I think it was San Jose in 7 games. Yeah, so San Jose is eliminated, so at least we don't have to worry about that trade coming back to bite us. Okay, so let's take a look at the player stats for round number 1, and then we'll see what the Ducks look like now after all those years, or whatever you want to call it. So player stats for the playoffs so far. So leading the way is Uolivi with 6 points in 4 games. Then you got Scheifele with 5 points in 4 games. Horvat with is a point per game. Same with Albeline, Fiala, and Patrick. Then you got Mikulášky with 3 assists. Wyman with 3 assists, Anders 3 points. Pretty much the entire team got at least a point. Yeah, everybody on the team got at least a point in round number 1 except for Schoenborn, who we traded for, so that's not too bad. Goaltending wise, Alexis Gravel in his first playoffs actually is a starting goaltender. I forgot about that. 2.5 goals against average, 4-0, and a 917 save percentage, so not too shabby for him at all. Let's take a look now at the playoff tree quickly, see who else is playing each other, and then we'll take a look at what the Ducks look like. So in round number 2, you got Colorado and Dallas. Dallas defeated the Jets in 5 games. Colorado defeated Nashville in 5 games. And then the Ducks defeated the Sharks in 7. And they are facing us, who defeated the Flames in 4 games. Then in the East, you got the Rangers and the Hurricanes in round number 2. Rangers defeated the Islanders in 7. And the Hurricanes defeated the Capitals, surprisingly, in 6 games. Then you also got Buffalo and Toronto in round number 2. Buffalo defeated Florida in 5 games. And Toronto swept the the Tampa Bay Lightning. So if we're lucky and we get back to the finals, Carolina might be our opponent once again. So it might be a repeat of last year if Carolina could go on and we could go on. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but that might be interesting. Okay, so let's now quickly take a look at what the Ducks lines look like for the season. Their record during the regular season wasn't the greatest, 41, 32, and 9. But then again, a lot of the teams that have that type of record like to beat us in the playoffs. So our offense is better than them, 92 to 91. Our defense is better than theirs, 90 to 89. And our goaltending is the same, 91-91. So kind of an even battle all around. Let's take a look at their lines. I'd assume they're mostly the same. Some players might have retired by then, but who knows. So Lupro, 82, William Nylander, and Marco Dano. So 2 good players there, kind of. And then Lupro's a bit weak for sure for that first line. Then you got Brickley, Raquel, and Hutchins. Yeah, Hutchins. This guy's going to be a good player. He's 20 years of age. Was a 5th round pick. He'll definitely be their number 1 right winger in the future. Then you got Max Jones, Nick Schmaltz, and Nick Baptiste. So their center core is actually pretty nice. It's pretty stacked throughout. And then you got Michael Furland, who guys came over from the Flames, Matthias Aho, 84, and our former player Nick Mutry. Interesting. So that's their team for forwards. And then defensively, you have Cam Fowler, 89, Hampus Lindholm, 85, Cody Ceci, 84, Manny Rantoul, 83. So 4 veterans actually, with Chris Tanev. Rintoul's young, and Wellesley, this guy's young as well, but he doesn't seem to be panning out for them. Goalies, you got John Gibson, 90 overall, and Matt Murray, 86. That's a nice tandem. And then scratch players, you got Sergei Punovs, 82, and Jara Pundui, 81. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Canucks GM Mode. So next episode, we will take on the Anaheim Ducks in round number 2. So thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.